Hi, welcome back once again. In this session, we are going to know that how to set up an EVNG lab in your machine. This is like very important because if you are practicing anything, you need to set up a lab. And if you don't have a lab, you cannot test if your concepts are working properly or not. So, in order to proceed further, my name is Anuj Bharadwaj, and I'm going to help you in setting up an EVNG lab over VMware workstation. So some of the software you need to install. Very first software you need a VMware workstation. So we will download a VMware workstation. So this is basically an hypervisor. I will be showing you further. Second thing, you need to go to the EVNG website and you will download an EVNG image. So earlier it used to get an ISO file, that OVF file, but now we are getting the ISO file. So that we will download the ISO file, image file. Third thing, you need an WinSCP. So that's basically an FTP software, and that helps to transfer images from here to there. We use this WinSCP to transfer the images. Transfer images means these images I'm talking about the actual device images. So firewall, routers, servers. Okay, so these images we will be transferring using this WinSCP. So these all things we have to download. So let's jump on to the download that where basically you will be downloading. Let me open my browser. So this is my website. If you want to learn some of the things free like CCNA or the FortiGate checkpoint firewall, I'm also started Linux for hackers. You can also go for that one. Some of the other things will be added very soon. Very first thing, we have to download the VMware workstation. So I'll be going the VMware workstation. So there are two things available, VMware Workstation Pro and VMware Workstation Player. So you can download any of the things, VMware Workstation Player or VMware Workstation Pro. So this is basically a free version, like you can download it free of cost. Okay, there's no charge for that one. But if you go for Pro, it asks for the key. So I'm going to, and let's suppose I want to use VMware Workstation Pro, then it's like this. So website will be similar, like because both of them are provided by the VMware. So you can download the VMware Workstation Pro from here. I'm not going to download it because it's already with me. So I will just show you that how to install it. Okay. So I have set up ready with me. I think I have not deleted. Yep, here it is. So I'm just executing the installation. Okay, so if I click yes, this is coming like this, preparing VMware workstation. And then next window, it will be coming up like this. Oh, it's just like not launched. So I'm waiting for a while to launch it. Yeah, here it is. So preparing to install and next pop-up will come up like this. Welcome to VMware Workstation Pro Setup Wizard. You can use the VMware player. The installation of the software is similar. There's no change. You just have to click as usual next, next, and next. And install. Next thing, meanwhile start installing, let me tell you that how to download the image. So if you go to that EVNG download, you can go to the EVNG website. Okay, something's wrong. EVNG download. And the very first thing, you will also see that very first URL for the EVNG. I'll go to the download section here. If you are not in the download, just click here on the download. You will be coming on this page. So two of the options are available, EVNG Professional as well as the free EVNG Community Edition. So let me zoom it if it is not there. Okay, it is 150% already. So we're not going to buy anything. We will use the free version. So we'll go for the free version. These are the two resources, Mega Mirror or Sync Mirror. So don't go for the Mega Mirror because it has a daily limit of 3 GB and the size is 3.1 GB. So it will ask you to pause on. Just go for the Sync Mirror. And if you do not download the VMware workstation directly from the Google search, you can also go from here. You can download the VMware workstation player free of. So just download the Sync Mirror. Once you will download it, you will see the image as downloaded. It will take some time because this is a larger file. It takes time to download it. So I have downloaded it prior. Okay. So I have put it under the documents and learning under the EVNG. So these two things I have, VMware Workstation, what I'm just installing right now. And next thing is the EVE CE Prod full ISO. So let me see if what is status of my VMware Workstation. So it is fine. It has set up the installation has finished and now it's asking for the key. So you might not be having the key for it. No worries. If you try Google search, you may get the key. If not, then ask from me. You can write in the comment section. I will be helping you out to give you the key. I have entered the key and just hit enter. I will be coming here. If you don't find the key, then there's not a problem that you can go for the VMware Workstation player. That works similar. There is no change in that. So my VMware Workstation will be opening like this. Let me show you. This is my VMware Workstation Pro, and this is like a blank image, nothing, no virtual machine inside it. So I'm going to create a new virtual machine. So I will click here, create a new virtual machine. Typical and recommended, that's fine. I will go next. And I can use this thing. I will install an operating system later. Other, just select this option other because we are not using any of them. Version is also other. And now it is asking me the virtual machine name. So virtual machine name I will be giving as an EVENG, which is like quite common. And location it is asking that where you want to create that. So it is inside that documents virtual machines. If you want to change it, you can browse and change. Not a problem. It's fine for me. Recommended size for other, I will make it as a 100 GB. You can make it smaller if you have the disk issue. And I will customize the hardware. So memory, make it around 8192 if you have 16 GB of the RAM of your machine. Processor, I will choose 2. I will use 4 core here. It just all depends on your configuration. If you have all of them, that's fine. If not, you can choose the lower. Enable these both options. And here, like use ISO image. So ISO image, I will just point to where I have downloaded my EVNG from the EVNG website. Okay, so just point to there and click open. Network adapter, keep it NAT. We will change it if required later on, and that's fine. We will close and finish it. Now my EVNG machine has been added. Let me start it. Install EVNG community. Yes, hit enter. It is going to take quite long, so I will pause this and get back to you where your next action is required because I don't want to make that video quite long. It is asking you to select a language, so I will just hit enter and done. Now it is me giving me the warning that you will not be able to return to this or previous screen once installation has started, and it will format my desk data. Not to worry, and just continue. So this installation is going to take quite long, so I will pause for some time and will get back to you once the next action is required from our end. Second stage of installation in progress. It's like we are launching rocket. So second stage has been started. We will wait. Meanwhile, let me show you that where you can download the WinSCP because it's already downloaded for me. So I will show you that how you can download. You can just simple search. You can just download like this, WinSCP download, and download from this official site of WinSCP. All right, and install it. Let me go to my installation again. Yep, here we are. All right, so I think it's taking the restart. Yes, it is. And now it will ask me for the root credentials. So here I will log in with my root. So the default password it's showing as above, right? Default root password is EVE. So I will use my login as ROOT, this one, ROOT, and password as EVE, which is also showing at the top. Default root password is EVE, and hit enter. Once you hit enter, it's asking to set the root password. If you want to change it, you can change it. If you don't want, you can leave it as it is. So I will leave the same EVE and EVE. Name it's asking as an EVNG, what I set it for the VM. So I will also keep as it is. Domain name system, I don't want to change. And let it be DHCP. If you want to change it to static, you can go ahead for that as well. Type the hostname IP address of the NTP server. I don't want to set up any NTP. Hit enter and direct connection. Hit enter. So this is done. It will take a restart and then it will come back once again after getting ready. Perfect. So now we are on the installation done. So you see at the message here, it's saying as the EVNG default password is EVE, and we will use this URL to log in 192.168.137.128, right? So I will use this to log on this. Perfect. Let's do that one. I'm opening a browser and use the same. I forgot. Let me read it once again. 192.168.137.128. 192.168. 137.128, and here we go. Let me increase the font size 150% so that you can view it better. And the login for this one is admin and EVE. If you don't remember them, just hit sign in. It will tell you as it is. Like incorrect login password, default login password is admin EVE. So you can use here now admin EVE. And always try to log in via HTML5 console. Don't use native console. You will learn later on why I said that. So this is how, this is like blank page. If you want to set up a new lab, you can click it here, add new lab. Name I giving as my first lab and save, and you open a blank page. Now I want to open uh, like add the devices, right? So I click add nodes, and you will see there are a lot of devices available. And let me tell you that you cannot add any of these images until they are not highlighted like, 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 at least, yeah, like this. You see virtual PC. So if any of them is not in the blue color, you cannot add those images. Okay. So you see that if I go here, it has like deny symbol there. And if I there, it has thumb, not thumb, it's finger, right? So only I can add these only. But I wanted to add a device, right? I want to add the router. Then how to add the router? So what we'll do, we will use WinSCP and transfer these images from our machine to inside an EVNG. Then there's a challenge for you that how to get the images. So let me give you a description in the link for the Google Drive. That's where I have stored the images. You can download from there. And if you are like quite smart enough, you already be having a images of the routers and firewalls. If not, follow my link, which is in the description, and it is based on the access. So if you get an access deny, just request access. I'll be providing in few hours. It could be like 24 to 48 hours as well, depends on my availability. All right, so let me show you that how you can download it. Now it's time to get the images, that from where basically you will get the images. So for that, you can go to the description in the video, and you will see that the link I have provided for this Google Drive, you can download the Palo Alto, the L3 switch, along with the Fortinet firewall. So these are the three options available. Later on, I could be adding the options for the firewall. You have like I'm missing server. So I will be adding like Windows machines or servers could be there, and the links will be available in the description. The thing you have to download, you can just download these images and unzip it. Make sure you do not change the names and transfer these as it is via WinSCP. So now the question comes for the WinSCP. So let me open the WinSCP for you. And here we go. So very first thing you have to log on, and you have to log on to the same IP address that you see at the top. So you see the IP address here at the top, 192.168.65.128. So we will use the same IP to log on to here. Okay, so I'll go to that new site and use the IP 192.168.65.128. The password will be root and EVE. Okay, so the password is EVE, username is root. Just click on login, it will be connected. Once you log on, you will see it like this. Directly log on to the root. What you have to do, you have to follow this path. Simple. You have to go to the OPT. Inside that OPT, you have to go to the unit lab. Inside there will be option for the add-ons. There you have to go for the KMU and transfer these files. You see then the left side is the files what you see on your local machine. So that I have downloaded, and the file is 1010. So that you have to transfer from this 1010 to right side. It will just take some time, and it will be transferred from your machine to there. Okay, so that's how we do. So that same thing you have to do for that Fortinet FW or other images that I'll be providing. Thing you have to remember that this is only for like firewalls or other important things, but for the L3 images or dynamics, you have to go for the dislocation dynamics. So whatever like L3 switch I have mentioned in the link, this 3728 3725, that you have to transfer in this 3725 dynamics. So address will be OPT, unit lab, add-ons and dynamics. And once you add there, now you can add the images on your EVNG. Click here and you see that option for the Fortinet. Yes, it's blue color, and I can add that. You can change the icon according to the FortiGate. Even if you don't change, not matter. It is going to work as a FortiGate firewall because it's image. You can add router 3725. If you have other routers, you can also add it here. Like what I have not there, but you get some from if it's from somewhere else, you can add it here. You can add VPC or any other Windows machine, what you have, you can add it there. You can create your lab like this. So once you like create this plug, right? So drop it here, and you see that it is giving you option for the choose interface, that on which interface you want to connect it. So choose wisely where you want to connect it. And here you go. That's how your lab can be set up. You can set up your lab whatever the topology you want. So that's like the freedom of EVNG, and this is totally an emulated environment, and you can play with it with any of the configuration. Delete it, add it, make it work. So that's how we set it up the EVNG lab, and you get the devices onboarded on your EVNG. Very happy, right? All right, guys. So that's it from this session. See you soon in the next one. Till that, bye bye. See you soon.